Imagine stepping into a car that feels like it came from 5 years in the future. No buttons, no clutter. Just a seamless expanse of glass, lights that respond to your voice, and technology that seems to anticipate your next move. That's not science fiction, that's the 2025 Nissan Arizon. Nissan's bold leap into the next generation of electric SUVs. And today, we're diving deep, not just into what makes this SUV a design marvel, but whether it's the car that could finally push Nissan back into the EV spotlight it once helped create. Because make no mistake, the Arizon isn't just another electric SUV, it's a statement. Back in 2010, Nissan shocked the world with the Leaf, the first mass-produced EV of the modern era. But over the years, while Tesla and BYD sprinted ahead, Nissan seemed to stall. The Leaf aged, the competition got sharper, and Nissan's next EV, the Ariya, was good, but not groundbreaking. So the Arizon arrives at a critical moment. This is Nissan's attempt to say, we're still here, and we can still surprise you. At first glance, the 2025 Arizon looks nothing like the Nissans we know. Sharp lines, geometric surfaces, and a floating roof design give it a futuristic presence that demands attention. The front is bold, almost robotic, with thin LED light bars stretching across a clean, grille-less face. It's not trying to look aggressive like a sports SUV. It's trying to look intelligent, aware, even a little alive. Every surface seems to have a purpose sculpted for aerodynamics and visual symmetry. The rear end continues that philosophy with an integrated LED strip and a sloping tailgate that hints at crossover practicality mixed with EVE sleekness. From a distance, it could pass for a concept car that somehow escaped the auto show floor. And that is exactly the point. Nissan wants the Arizon to blur the line between concept and production reality. Step inside and you realize this SUV isn't about excess, it's about experience. The cabin looks like a high-tech lounge. There are no visible buttons, just touch-sensitive panels and a panoramic dashboard display that stretches almost the entire width of the car. Everything feels minimal, yet alive. Ambient lighting shifts color based on your mood. There's even talk of a virtual personal assistant named ePoro, designed to learn from your preferences and anticipate what you want. Whether that's adjusting the lighting, temperature, or even suggesting destinations based on your daily routine. Nissan calls it human-centric intelligence. You might just call it smart luxury. The Arizon's roof is a massive glass canopy that floods the interior with natural light, making it feel airy and open. Unlike many EVs that go for an ultra-techy cockpit feel, the Arizon is calming. It's not screaming for your attention, it's creating an atmosphere. Now, let's talk power. While Nissan hasn't confirmed exact specs, insiders suggest the Arizon could share the same CMFF platform as the Ariya, meaning dual motor, AWD. Around 300 horsepower and a range that could stretch to 600 to 700 kilometers, about 370 to 430 miles on a single charge under ideal conditions. That's competitive with the Tesla Model Y long range and BYD's Seal U DMI, but Nissan is aiming to go beyond specs. Engineers hint the Arizon's battery architecture is being optimized for efficiency, using improved thermal management and lighter structural materials. That means less weight, faster charging, and better endurance in cold or hot climates, something that plagued earlier Nissan EVs. With DC fast charging expected to push from 10 to 80% in under 35 minutes. The Arizon isn't just about distance, it's about convenience. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. The Arizona's estimated total driving range, combining EV efficiency with energy recovery tech, could hit a theoretical 1,200 kilometers if driven conservatively in hybrid-assisted mode, based on leaked early concept data. That number has created massive buzz online. If even half of that proves true in real-world testing, it could make the Arizon one of the longest-range EVs ever built by a Japanese manufacturer. That's the kind of headline Nissan needs right now. The kind that says, "We're back." But here's the question that matters. Is it real? Because at this stage, the Arizon is still straddling the line between concept and production prototype. And we've seen this story before. Dazzling concept interiors that get watered down once they hit the factory floor. So while the sweeping digital dash and voice-activated controls look incredible, we need to see how much of that tech actually survives when the first units roll out. Nissan has been cautious with production-grade innovation, preferring reliability over flash. If they find the right balance, the Arizon could finally give Nissan the modern identity it's been missing. Let's zoom out for a second. Where does this leave the Ariya, Nissan's current electric SUV? The Ariya is comfortable, quiet, and premium, but it's not exactly thrilling. It has solid range around 500 kilometers, but slow charging speeds and slightly dated software have held it back. The Arizon, if executed properly, could fix all that, offering more range, faster charging, a smarter interface, and a stronger sense of presence. In other words, it's the Ariya reimagined for a tech-driven future. And Nissan needs that reinvention desperately, because right now, the competition is brutal. The Tesla Model Y dominates global EV SUV sales. BYD's Song Plus and Seal U are taking over Asia. Even traditional rivals like Hyundai, Kia, and Volkswagen have stepped up their game. If Nissan wants to reclaim its relevance, the Arizon must do what the Leaf once did: shock the industry again. There's also something deeper about the Arizon's philosophy. Unlike many EVs that shout performance, this one whispers connection. The idea isn't just to drive, it's to interact. The car responds to your voice, recognizes you as you approach, and personalizes everything from seat position to lighting to sound profile. It's more of a digital companion than a machine. That's the future. Nissan is betting on mobility with personality. It's an interesting contrast to Tesla's minimalism. Where Tesla removes features in the name of simplicity, Nissan is adding intelligence to make the driving experience warmer, more intuitive. If that balance works, it could appeal to drivers who want futuristic tech without losing human touch. But for all its ambition, the Arizon's success will depend on one thing: execution. Design and innovation are easy to dream about. Reliability and pricing are not. If Nissan can bring this car to market at a competitive price, say around $45,000 to $50,000, it could instantly become one of the most desirable mid-size EVs in the world. However, if production costs push it too high, or if the real-world range falls short, the Arizon could end up as just another beautiful concept lost in the archives. That's the risk every automaker faces when they chase the future too fast. But here's what gives me hope. Nissan seems hungry again. Conservative Nissan we've seen for years. This is a company willing to push boundaries, rethink its identity, and go head-to-head with the best in the EV world. The Arizon may not be perfect, but it shows us that Nissan is no longer content to play catch-up. It's a glimpse into the Nissan of tomorrow, one where cars don't just move you, they understand you. So what do you think? Is the Nissan Arizon the rebirth of a legend, or another concept dream that won't make it to your driveway? Drop your thoughts below, and if you'd like to see a detailed comparison between the Arizon and the Tesla Model Y or BYD Seal U, hit that like button so we know to make it next. Because one thing's for sure, the EV game is evolving fast, and this time, Nissan wants to lead the charge.